Pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Garden. Charles, you look at this Cardinal team as they get ready here. They've got all W's on the ledger so far. A perfect 6-0.
Yeah, it's still a long way to go in this season, but they're showing everyone early on that they intend to be there in the end.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, they can't be any better as we hit the halfway mark. A perfect 7. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They're marking down officially at the 34. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. And leading them out, their signal caller now in his 4th season in the NFL.
And I think if you ask most folks to give you their first half MVP, very likely they're going to say it's this man right here. The NFL's leader in touchdown passes to this point in the season. Still 2 months to go. But if he can keep going at the pace he's at, this is going to be a dangerous team come January, and he could very well walk away with the MVP.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back to throw now on first down. Pass to the right, and he's got McBride. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. The Cardinals at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. That's quickly out to Harrison. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. Give him 9 yards on the carry there. A good run. And now 2nd and goal. Now receiver in motion left. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And this brings up a 3rd and goal. They'll drop to throw. They'll roll him out right. Throw on the right side, complete to Harrison. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down. They gave him the underneath stuff.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. It's their quarterback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cards' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The 2nd-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
Here's Hurts to throw. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Here's 3rd and 3. Hurts sets up to throw it. Shakes off the sack. Flushed out. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is taken at the 18. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. The Cardinals offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And he's putting together a very strong first half of the season. Currently the NFL's leader in touchdown passes. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. And they'll send the tight end in motion. They'll look to throw here on first down. Able to get this one to McBride. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. So this game of ours, Charles, you know, the talk of the NFL world all week. 2 unbeaten teams. You rarely see such a matchup this deep into a season.
I would agree with that because normally you might get one team undefeated for a while. But 2 teams like this, and I remember in preseason, you looked at schedules and said, I think these 2 are on a collision course. It'd be interesting to see if they actually get there, and they did. And to me, the winner of this game has to wear the crown of Super Bowl favorite.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. You look at this Eagle defense. They enter play here, number 11, just outside the top 10 in the league in stopping the run.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the number 1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back in Arizona, second quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And the Cardinals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals go up by 2 touchdowns. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Eagles offense and Jalen Hurts ready to take over once more. And he's been a real threat, not just with the arm, but with the wheels as well. NFL's leader amongst quarterbacks in terms of rushing touchdowns. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. Big strides, look at him go. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goedert, 73 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make our score 14-7. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Give him 4 yards as he does it himself, and it's a 1st down. He finds his man, complete. It's Weaver. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down. They'll set up a throw out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Here's 3rd and 10. Back to throw here. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Throwing is Hurts. This is caught. It's Brown. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll give it to Barkley off the option play. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Stopped by Garrett Williams. Here's a 2nd and 8. Now a toss right to Barkley. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. 3rd and 12. Hurts. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown from 17 yards out. And the Eagles are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. Whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Completes it to Austin. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. He's got room at the 30. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back and forth first half that we've seen. Here's a quick throw caught out wide. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Second down and a little more than a yard here. That's out to the left, flat and complete. And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's complete to McBride. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cardinals will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And able to get this out to the 25. The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Adafe Owe showing off the pass rush skills. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. More from you and Charles in a bit. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here in the late window. We'll start up in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle. And it's the 49ers who are out in front with that game closing in on halftime. Brock Purdy with a touchdown pass. From there, we make the trip east as we head all the way to Jacksonville to check on the Jags. And they fall in that one to the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Anthony Richardson, excellent in the victory, as it's one that pushes his guys 2 games above 500. Lastly, we head to Southern California to check on the Rams at home at SoFi Stadium. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Amari Cooper, a good game there. Both of these offenses had their share of high points in that first half. Each team had some big moments, and it would seem this could turn out to be a game where the last score wins. Both teams finishing up their halftime adjustments. We're about ready to get back to football at State Farm Stadium. And for the call, let's head back out to Glendale and hand it over to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Eagles offense and running back Saquon Barkley ready to get going again. And he's made his presence felt in the passing game throughout the season. You look at the NFL's leader in receiving yards by a running back. His name right there at the top. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try the right side here, Barkley. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. 2nd down, here's Barkley again. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11. A handoff to Barkley on the option. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. This is 2nd and 8. Again, it's Barkley. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Open man is Goddard, the tight end. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And this will stay at a 7-point game. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Back to throw. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the gun, it's Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Now 3rd down and 7. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And they get him down about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 3rd down pickup of 5. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott good with a PAT. And we are tied at 21. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick-6. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And the Eagles with a dime look. 6 DBs on 3rd down. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
Offside. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 5. Oh, now Moore going to get a chance to run. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at the 45. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd and 4. Shedding through the defense. Hurts fumbles it. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And he's got this down to the 35. A first down carry for Barkley. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. 2nd and 10. Barkley inside handoff. And he'll be taken down at the 34. The 2nd down play not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The kick by Elliott is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Now a play fake here on first down. Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And just a 30-yard punt that time. And it... And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A short one here, caught by McBride. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to convert on third and short yardage with a gain of 4. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. On a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be second down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Weaver. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 21.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. Here's 1st and goal. They've got a first down in field goal range already. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow, wow.
Extra point right down the middle, and that will make this a 4-point game. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays. And it's capped off by the late touchdown that puts him out in front here in the final minute of the contest. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Hurts and the Eagles now down 28-24. A little under 40 seconds to go. Their undefeated season, it's in danger unless they can score here as they've got a 1st and 10. Being chased out left.
Nice solid game there, partner, but the clock is starting to become his enemy.
Absolutely. Every second right now, more and more precious as it ticks. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Back to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone. One final shot. They'll look to throw. This for all the marbles. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, they got the tip they were looking for, but couldn't secure it. And this one's over. What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield. For one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest there.
So for the Cardinals, they're winning